I don't really see life in that sense, you know, just accepting. Cause we know that if somebody make the rules, you know. If the people realize that life is more than just working for the next man until you retire on pension. I mean, you know, working is good, you know. But we have to have something.
And then thereafter I went to Britain, and during the course of my studies, I came to terms with the quotation from Thomas Edison, who said that the doctor of the future will give no medicine. He will influence his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the prevention of disease.
The forces arrayed against us are, and I use the word most carefully, formidable. They are intense and powerful. They are, as I have taken some pains to explain, the forces of imperialism acting through their instruments, neocolonialism and colonialism, ably assisted by the agents of the Cold War. They operate in worldwide combinations at all levels: political, economic, military, cultural, educational, social, and trade. And not all, and through intelligence, cultural, and information services. They operate from European and African centers, using agents who, I'm ashamed to say, are often on patriotic sons of Africa, buying personal satisfactions with the betrayal of their country's safety and integrity. They seduce leaders of the African political, trade union, and people's organization, thus creating rifts and quarrels within the national front.
We've got a movement that is far more reactionary, far more regressive, far more conservative than what we had 30 years ago. So I don't think it's going forward. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that with your help. With all of us, we're gonna do this as a communal effort, and it's not gonna be a matter of organization, of organizations with donate buttons. The only thing you can contribute that matters is you. That's the only thing that matters. Your money's irrelevant. The problem has never been money. The movement has got tons and tons and tons and tons of money. Money's not the problem. The problem is vision. We don't have a vision.
I have a special message for you all here today. You know, it doesn't matter if the world appears to be lost. It only matters that you have found peace. This is an issue of perception. This is an issue of internal reality. Internal reality meaning that peace must be found within in the first place before it can materialize on the external. But also that perception is based upon the external and the influences that the external may have on what we may think is taking place. Okay? Again, it does not matter if the world appears to be lost. It only matters that you have found peace.
What I realized in the year 2000, you are a human being. And if we understand this, then all questions begin to fall away and reality will begin to set in. A human is a seeking, wanting, needing, striving, fearing, very time-conscious creature. Now you might say, why is that? Well, we chose that journey on Earth because through it we discover being. Now, being on the other hand, you're a human being. Being on the other hand is not a something. It is not tangible. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, you cannot taste it, but you are it. You see, you're always there. Can you think of a time when you were not? You just are a being, to be. You see, it is not something. So what is it? It is something beyond time.
The main thing is this: don't get caught in following everybody. Do what resonates with you. That's the main thing. You got to do what resonates. Don't become a lifetime researcher. Focus on all these different, you're reading a bazillion different books, and therefore you are confused even more because you're taking in all these people's thoughts. What about your thoughts? Some things are good, again, scientifically, some things are good, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be right for you. Sometimes we respect facts a little bit too much.
Really, the basis of eating food is to derive its electrical potential from that food. Many of us, think that we eat for calories, but in reality, we eat for energy. And one of the best sources of energy is the sun. So, if I was going to convince you of anything, is to realize that we're electrical beings having the physical experience here on planet Earth, and not physical beings having an electrical or spiritual experience. And we derive that electrical potential, which is its life force energy. And I eat broccoli is because of its electrical potential. It's life force energy. It's electrical energy that's held within that food. Eating that initially to derive energy because our body runs on life force energy.
At some point in life, we're all gonna be older. That's why it's important that you create experiences every day. When you create an experience, you always have something to draw on. It ain't always just about the material. The material is cool, but the material is not everlasting. The material has an expiration date. Somebody can burn down your house tomorrow. Everything that you had in there is gone. But an experience, they can burn down your house all they want, but you'll still have an experience.
Because again, knowledge is stillness. And once you just return to the stillness, return to yourself, the only real relationship, then everything just takes place on its own. And then your perspective changes. You realize what's what because you realize, that this is all an illusion to begin with. So, just detoxing itself, of course, is done best alone, all one. Because you can really address everything. You can really look at every minute feeling within the body, every sensation, every itch.
I hit a really interesting moment where my motivation almost dropped off at a certain point. And I was really interested in why that is. And it made me think about, why do we do the things that we do? And when we feel like we start spiraling into something, what's going on? What's really going on? Because it's scary to ask ourselves those questions in those moments, and I kind of wanted to start exploring that.
It's about time for you to do something different. And you're real regular right now. You're doing a lot of status quo type stuff. When you gonna do something out of the ordinary? You just like everybody else, so you're gonna get the results everybody else get. I'm not looking to be like anybody. Be different. Being different sets you apart completely. It makes people say, well, I didn't think about that. I didn't look at it that way. So now you automatically remember. I mean, the goal is to be remembered, right? We're not going to be here forever.
Fellow Ghanaians, our country has become a byword for corruption. There are millions of anxious Ghanaians with questions about where our nation is heading and what the future holds. Certainly, this country, with an abundance of human and natural resources, deserves much better than what is currently on offer. The youth need to have hope again. God did not put us on this rich land to be poor. It is bad leadership that makes us poor.
They've just come out of the blue. A beautiful woman. What have I done? It's like you're playing the lottery and you've just won. In my mind, we have magnets within us. These magnets are really where we see someone, we can just talk to someone in the first moment and we have this organic connection. because it's two people with the same resonance.
No matter what you did in the past, you can be forgiven if it ain't too late. You know something ain't right about this, but why you doing it? Why you gotta keep running to the club, partying, drinking, and drugs and all this kind of stuff? Why? Because you're searching for something. You keep searching all these YouTube videos and searching all this new age stuff because you're searching for something. When you need to just be still and get back to nature. Call on the Most High and go within. But you're afraid to go within. You want to go within a crowd. But you're told to be the Most High's in a meeting, meet inside. But nobody wants to go inside. They want to stay outside looking for everything. And then you want to cry and complain later. Blame somebody else for your own lack of knowledge. And when somebody come give it to your blood raw and hard, it hurt their feelings. You didn't have no feelings because you don't have no feelings. Trust me, you don't feel nothing. Because you got pain, you're looking for something to debate about. But one who stands firm in his beliefs and faith, he don't debate nobody. Because you can have your opinion.